All right, what's up, besties? It is, I don't know, o'clock. Like, I really don't know because my phone is in here. But we got here about 20 minutes after 12, I want to say, something like that. Then they have nice volunteers here that help you move your stuff in. So I got a bunch of my stuff pulled in by the volunteers, so I didn't have to do quite as much heavy lifting. Now, as you can see, I've kind of boxed us in, which is what I like to do because there are a couple of other service dogs here, and Bubba is already excited. So, yeah, I boxed us in with what we have. I've seen like a doodle around here somewhere. So I've boxed him in so he can't get out. Of course, you know, he can get around the sides or whatever, but I'm not worried about that. I'm just worried about the front. Now I'm going to attempt to set up and get ready to go here. Just a word of warning, when people say 10 by 10, plan for 8 by 8. Just plan for 8 by 8 sometimes, because you just can't plan for 10 feet in these places because you just don't get it. The curtains and the rods and all of that stuff take up space, and yeah, it's just, I think it's about 10 by 10, but it's going to be a little tight according to what I planned. But we're going to make it work. We always make it work. And I will show you the beginning of the new setup. So this is going to be a completely different setup to what we've been doing here recently. And I can't wait to put it together. I really can't. So I'm going to get started on that. I would time lapse you through it, but it's actually kind of boring. And I just sort of fiddle around until I figure out what I'm doing. So it's just me walking around thinking and talking to myself, really. So I'm not going to put you through that. I will show you everything once we get it set up. All right, you guys, so it is 6:30 on the dot, and we are done officially. Bubba is back there panting. I got everything done. I think I did like a walkthrough for you guys, so that you could see the booth. We are in the midst of a glow up, so it's like a little whole store now. And that's the way I want it. So we got that taken care of. All I have to do in the morning is come in and fix the tote bags. I think I need to go home and find like some, what am I thinking about? Like pants, a pants clothes hanger so that I can strap a couple of totes to that, and then I'll hook them, sort of like a trickle down waterfall kind of thing. And I'm going to put them up there by the shirts. But it's going to take me about an hour and 50 minutes, so about 2 hours to get home. I'm going to go home and get settled in for the night, and we'll be back here bright and early tomorrow. I think it opens to be, look, I'm disgusting. I crawled through the back of my truck to get to my rock, because I'm detaching my trailer and I'm leaving it here. So that's new. I got it locked up, so it should be fine. I haven't had any issue with anything here before. So I'm hoping that I don't have any issue tonight. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Anyways, that's what insurance is for. So I'm dropping my trailer. I'm going to go home. I think it opens to 9:30 for VIPs tomorrow. So I'm going to be leaving out really early in the morning so that I can get here in time. 2 hour-ish drive, something like that is what it's going to be for me in the morning. But I don't mind it. I really don't mind the drive. It gives me a nice time to decompress on the way here and just get away from the house for a second and get in some quiet and just drive down the road, and then I decompress in the evenings by driving back home. So anything under 2 hours, I don't mind driving to. And usually I can get to Fayetteville in about an hour and 45 minutes. So I think traffic is just sort of bad today and the times that I came down here. So, you know, is what it is. But I'm going to head back to the house. I will update you guys tomorrow. I need to put you on charge.
Turn right, then turn left on Coliseum Drive.
I am talking. Anyways, we'll see you tomorrow for day one. All right, you guys, here we go. Here is a good look at the booth from a distance. Got our Bixby gums and all of our other cups. I think I might put some lights out because that doesn't really look too appealing. I think I'm going to put some lights in a couple of places, but here's what we're looking like. Here is the full setup. Game is on, game is working. We've got the totes over there. I think I need to move them over just a smidge. But yeah, here we go. Definitely need to grab a couple more hooks and maybe just do 2, but this is what we're gonna do for now. So I'll just move that one over a little bit. But otherwise, booth is looking freaking good, if I do say so myself. All right, y'all, let's check out the back of the booth. So we've got all of the straws here. We've got a bop down here with his hidey hole and some little toys and stuff. I got some extra stuff over here that was just a matter of me like putting things together. We got the checkout stand down here. These are going on the front of my bags. So this is like the little packing station. This is all the different size bags that I have. These are extras for the mini game. I've got all of the tokens and coins here, adoption certificates. I thought watch you on YouTube people sticker. And then over here in this top tote, we have got all of the t-shirts and all of the sizes. And then on top of that is the tote bags. I'm charging some stuff down here in my toolbox, and the prints are down here beside of me so that I can get to them easily. But yeah, this is what we're looking like, and this is what we look like from inside the booth. This is my view. This is what I see all day, every day. This is me. Check out the stuff. So yeah, this is my view. I got my snack bag from my booth neighbor. She's just the sweetest lady in the whole wide world. So it is the mother of Hello Kawaii store. We got some yummy goodies. Yummy goodies. I absolutely love these little bags. She gives them to me every time she sees me, and I just freaking love it. Just freaking love it. They're so yummy. But yeah, so we're about to get started. It is 9:23. They open at 9:30 to VIP and 10 o'clock for general public. So we're ready to go. We got it all set up. I'm not super red. Hair is herring, I guess. I don't know. It took like 20 minutes for my one TikTok to upload. It's like 30 seconds. So that was lovely. But otherwise, we're doing great. Let's go day one. All right, so it is about 10:50, and this is what we're looking like. There has not been a whole lot of people happening at the moment. Usually the first hour is really slow, and I am in like the back corner, so that affects how many people get back here as well. But yeah, it's a really slow start, so we'll see how it goes today. But ooh, so far super slow. People have been picking up the bitch cups, people have been picking up the chickens, but no buyers yet, which is not good. You want to make at least a sale in the first like hour, but we'll see what happens. Here's our crowd at the moment, though. I think maybe 20 people might have walked by in total. So yeah, it's a slow start. hopefully the day picks up. All right, it is 11:16 and we have made our first sale for a t-shirt, a tumbler, and a sticker. So it was $49. But yeah, that was our first sale of the day at 11:17. We finally did it. We finally started earning money today. So yay! All right, it's 12:05. It's picking up a little bit. I'm having my first snack, which is these, and they're like little biscuits, little cracker biscuits. They're really good. I like them. Okay, people are coming and I'm talking to myself. Okay, bye. Okay, you get wobbly up here. Just had a little kid who played the claw machine the first time and he didn't get anything. And he played it again and he got 2 in 1. He got one of the little mini flockers and a rainbow keychain. So I was like, awesome. And it got stuck in the claw, so I had to go let him out of the claw. But yeah, 2 in 1. All right, it's 12:36, and we just had another person win 2 in 1. They played once and got nothing, and they played the second time and picked up 2 things. This time they picked up a keychain, like a wristlet keychain, and a little octopus, which was never happened before ever, and it's happened twice today. So maybe I need to space out the prizes a little bit more. Who knows? Let's do a 222. Yeah, go ahead. So just wanted to do like 222. Let's do a crowd update. So this is what we are looking like. We've got some pictures happening over here, which is stopping people, but otherwise, this is the look of the crowd at almost 2:30. All right, you guys. So it is 10 minutes after 4, and y'all. So apparently there's some proms going on today. This is the word that I'm getting. And that maybe the Dogwood Festival or something like that is also happening, which may be affecting some crowds. And that's just what I heard from another vendor. And there was some drama, apparently a lot of drama, a lot more drama than I know about because I don't even do drama. But now I'm kind of curious and I want to go back and I want to read the drama, which is, you know, I don't want to be a part of it. I just want to read it. I don't know. I just want to be nosy. But anyways, I don't know if that had anything to do with the attendance today. But when I tell you that the attendance is not here, I mean, she ain't here. She ain't here. I don't know where she's at, but she is not here for sure. It is bad when I go through a convention day and I have time to completely line out a new sticker sheet. I shouldn't have time to actually sit down and draw, or I've been standing up and drawing. My back is killing me. I shouldn't have that kind of time on a Saturday. I just shouldn't have that at a decent convention. Not that this one isn't decent. You know, the people here are absolutely lovely, but the attendance is not here today. So there's been a lot of lulls, and during that I have gone through and done some drawing. So con tip, always have something as a backup in case your convention is slow to keep you occupied, because the hours just sort of drag by if you don't. It is really loud in here. The announcer is killing me. He is so loud, and the announcements are pretty consistent, pretty constant. Like there's some kind of announcement every 15-ish minutes, maybe even less at some point. And he is giving me a migraine, so that's lovely. I'm also starting a paint flare, which is just a bonus thing. I hate the wrestling. I hate the wrestling so much. so close to it, so I can hear absolutely every footstep on that mat, and that is not helping the migraine situation at all. Sorry, I keep peeking over my table to see if people are trying to come up to me, but it's not that the people here aren't buying, it's just that there's no people here. And yeah, I hate the wrestling. I would like to be on the other side of the convention again, because this is not it. This is not it for me. My head cannot take that. Between the actual announcer, the wrestling announcer, and the people constantly hitting the mat, it's not been a good day. It has not been a good day. And the loud noises really startle Bubba, so I don't really care for that either. Not that he's not nervous anyways, but yeah. I don't know. I can't find a way for him to not be anxious. I might try one of those little huggy hoodies, but I really don't think that that's going to help either. The sad thing is, even though he's anxious here, he'd rather be here with me than anxious at home by himself, because he has to be separated if he's at home. So, what are you going to do? What are you going to do? I don't know why I was sitting weird. That was... I'm sitting here like this at you. I don't know what this is, but I don't know. I think I'm trying to stretch my back because she's barking. She is barking for sure. Yeah, it's just been a weird day. I wouldn't say that. I don't know what it is. This is the slowest I've ever seen this convention, and this convention relies heavily on the military base at Fort Bragg coming to the convention itself. And in October of last year, the base was closed down because they all the just junk going on with the world or whatever. And it ain't this time, and they still ain't here. So I really don't know what's happening today. This convention sadly now has sort of dropped down into, is it worth it? And I haven't looked at the numbers today. I always look at the numbers at the end of the day, not during midday or whatever, especially on a sad day like today, because that would really just put the icing on the cake, when I look at the numbers that are going to be for today. But it's sort of dropping down into the is it worth it kind of tier, and I'll have to look at today. I'll see if tomorrow picks up, if any of those factors have anything to do with the non-attendance today. I do want to go home and read the drama. I kind of do, so that might be my nighttime reading tonight. But yeah, it has been a very long day, and I still have 2 hours left. So I have filmed some content. I have got to get the freaking my lens. I have to get my lens just replaced, because I think it's actually starting to affect the camera now. The camera just is like blur, unblur, blur, unblur, blur, unblur. And I'm like, oh shit. So I might actually have to take this to the people and get it repaired. I need a new case, and I need a new screen protector, because I drop this at least 5 times a day. On a good day, that's 5 times a day. Here goes the announcements. This is the wrestling people. So anyways, that's a little update with 2 hours left in day 1. This is the quiet announcer. That's the wrestling announcer. He's a lot quieter than the regular dude. Anyways, there's people walking up. Okay, I'll talk to you later. Bye. All right, what's up, guys? So I didn't really do a look at the booth at the end of the day, because I straightened it back up, and honestly, not a whole lot looks different. I mean, we sold some prints, which doesn't really affect the look of the booth, and we sold some plushies over the course of the day, which affects the look of the booth a little bit, but then the cups are still there. So everything pretty much looks the same. Today's numbers were not great for a Saturday at a show, but given the number of people that were there, the numbers sort of line up. Like, if there were more people, then it would have been a good day. if that makes sense. Like even my best day, like on my best day that I've had at a convention so far, with, you know, tons and tons and tons of people there, like a really, really crowded event. You know, the amount of people who chose to purchase something that I created sort of lines up with the numbers from today and um how many people were there. I don't know if that makes sense. Does that make sense? I mean, nobody's obligated to purchase from me, obviously. And not everybody is going to vibe with what I do. Ooh, what happened there? And I think I've got a little bit of hoarseness due to just talking in general. Given the number of people there, it was an okay-ish day. We definitely covered costs. I covered a table, I covered a gas, I covered the expenses that I'm gonna have for my son to come over and feed the animals. So we covered our costs today, but we didn't do much more than that. So yeah, I haven't had a day that was this slow in recent memory. Like even when I was doing artist alley tables, I still feel like I haven't had a day this slow in a while. And definitely not a Saturday. But again, there are apparently some other events going on in the area. There are some people I think that might have been a little bit salty about whatever drama was going on and this cosplay thing or whatever, and the response in Facebook, I don't know. I still haven't looked it up. You know what? I don't even think I will. I mean, I just know that there was drama and some people could have possibly been salty about that. And I think I heard somewhere about some prom weekends and things like that. So, you know, is what it is. It happens. Slow days happen now and then. It just makes it a little tight for me. But at the same time, it leaves me better prepared, one, for tomorrow, and two, if tomorrow is still slow, which we don't know yet because tomorrow hasn't gotten here yet, and the last time I checked, my psychic powers weren't, you know, that tuned in. But it also then leaves me better prepared for, oh, I shook you, I'm sorry. Better prepared for Tidewater next month, better prepared in the sense that I can get more done and be even more prepared for Tidewater, be even more prepared for Heroes coming up. I still have to pay for Heroes, which I was hoping this weekend was going to allow me to do, which is a big $900 bill. But I also have to pay my bills before I can worry about that. So I may be able to at least put something towards it, but I really, really, really need tomorrow to go a little bit better in order to be able to pay the bills here while we're sort of in debt-ish and had to buy those new tires. I don't even want to talk about it. So hopefully tomorrow does better. That's just going to be my hope. That's just going to be my hope, is that tomorrow does better. If not, we'll make it work. We'll make it work somehow. So we always do. I mean, do you have any other choice? So anyways, yeah, I'm going to make a couple more little froggies. They seem to be really popular in the claw machine. People like to go for the frogs a lot, and so people want a lot of frogs today. So I'm making a few frogs before I turn in. I'll probably head to bed sometime around 10 like I did last night. It's been a long day. I got up at 5 a.m. this morning to get up and get ready and get on the road. I mean, anything under 2 hours, I still feel like it's not that big a deal for me to drive back and forth. But at the same time, it makes for really long days, like really long days. It does save me a couple $100 because I don't have to get a hotel room. And if I'm not pulling my trailer, the gas is not that different, is not that much. I think it's going to take me 2 full tanks to get back and forth for the entirety of the weekend, including load in. So, yeah. It definitely saved me a few $100 because, I mean, I would have had to make half of those trips anyways. So, it definitely saved me a few $100, but it does make for some really long days. So, I've been up since 5 a.m. I'll go to bed at 10, and I'll probably be up somewhere around 6-ish tomorrow to go and drive back down again. I think vendors can get in at 8, starting at 8, but it doesn't open to the public until 9:30 again. So, and given the fact that I straightened up when I was leaving today, I don't have anything to do. All I have to do is show up. The dogs keep hitting the table if you're getting a little bit bouncy. So yeah, I don't have anything to do tomorrow. There's no reason for me to show up early, outside of maybe just getting a chance to walk around. But Bubba's still a little bit reactive when he sees other dogs. We practiced while Odie was here. We practiced last weekend, and I think what I'm going to do, I'm going off on a total tangent, but I think what I'm going to do is I am going to, set aside like 15 minutes a day to work with him on how he walks and what he pays attention to while we walk. And I think I'm going to take him to either a dog park, and we'll stand outside of it where he can just see dogs existing, and not focused on him until he's not focused on them, or sit outside of a pet shop or something. Like we'll go to PetSmart or something like that, and we'll sit out in the parking lot, and he can watch dogs just coming and going without reacting to them, and I can reward that kind of behavior and stuff like that. So we're going to continue to practice, and hopefully by the time we get to the next convention, he's a little bit more controlled. The vendor's sitting directly behind me, and all it divides us is a curtain. Says she may bring her dog up tomorrow. She wasn't sure. So that might be a little bit of a test for Bubba, but is what it is. We'll calm him down. I mean, once nothing happens, I think he'll be fine. But I warned her that he is a little bit reactive, and that he may bark, but he's not going to do anything. He just barks. And after a minute, the barking stops. I just want to get him to a point where the barking doesn't start. Like we have to get to the point where the barking doesn't actually start. So I just need to socialize him with some other dogs that are not going to attack him, but outside of his immediate little family here. Because I mean, he could walk up to these dogs all day, every day, and not react. Odie is a little bit different because he's been here before, but he's not been here in a while, and so how much Bubba recognizes him from a distance, especially given that one of his eyes is a little bit cloudy because he's special, was a little bit more of a challenge, because he did get sort of overexcited when he saw Odie. Like he was like curious, and he started doing his excited squeaky noise thing. But we walked around Odie a couple of times, and we walked sort of up to Odie, but not to where Odie could, do anything. But Odie was sort of, once Bubba starts making his squealy noise, his excited squeaky noise, that'll get anybody excited. So, Odie was sort of jumping up and down or whatever, which is good practice, because I need Bubba to see that kind of reaction too, on a dog that can't get to him, and still not react. So we would walk in circles, and we walk away from him, and then we'd sort of walk back around to where we were sort of close to him, and then we'd walk right in front of him and sit and stay and do all of that, and then we walk away from him again. So it's a work in progress. But I'm hoping that maybe by the time Tidewater gets here, which is another month, that maybe we've gotten him to the point where he just stops reacting altogether. I'm going to have to make it a point in my daily schedule to, just actually get out and work with him a little bit more, but also to get out and get him in front of other dogs, and let's lose the reaction. So working. But otherwise, I mean, he's the sweetest dog in the whole wide world. He wouldn't hurt a flea. He just wouldn't hurt anybody. He's doofy. He wouldn't hurt anybody. He's all bark. Like, he's literally all bark. He'll bark at you and then run up with his butt shaking and lick you to death. That's it. That's the worst you're going to get. So, anyways, that was a long rant, and I didn't mean to rant at you for so long. I'm going to go. I'm going to make a couple more frogs to put in my machine. And yeah. And yeah, I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye. I love your faces. Goodbye. All right, you guys. It is Day 2 is 9:35 in the morning. We've been here for a little bit. I wanted to get here and look around so I could do a little shopping as well. So I did some shopping with my booth neighbors. I got some goodies. I got some goodies. So let's look at that. Well, there's really nobody here. How about that? I got to get a card out of my doohickey though. So, okay, that's not it. That's a hotel key that I apparently didn't ever give back. Oh, good job, me. Good job, me. Oh, I bent it. Oh no, I hate that I bent it. I don't know what people are clapping for, but they're clapping in the background. So sorry about that. Yeah, I kept a hotel key. Oops. All right. Check these out. Scan these QR codes. Anime Creatures and More. They are over there. I showed off their booth already. But let me show you what I got from them. I got a sick lava lamp. Oh, it is within reach. Check this out. Check this out. I love it so much. I love it so much. It's got Baphomet on it. It's got Baphomet. It's a purple lava lamp for any of my old school girlies who just, my 80s and 90s babies who just loved a freaking lava lamp. That's just, and look what I got to go with it. Look what I got to go with it.
To Fayetteville Comicon, vendors remember to move your vehicles from the lower lot.
Look at this guy. Oh my goodness. I just love a Baphomet. I really do. So this one, super cute. And now I get to keep this one. So I'm going to go put it in the studio. And then I did some stationery shopping because I am a stationery addict. So we have got, I will put these down in the description box because this probably is a little bit hard to read, but pause to read. This is honeypressnc.com. So NC for North Carolina. honeypressnc.com. I got some pens. Oh my goodness. I went over there and I love Japanese stationery so much. I can't even tell you how much I love it. But I got me some super cool pens. This one's got a bunny and you click beside of it and the bunny pops up and down. This one is super cute. It's got like highlighter markers on both sides. These all write really thin, and I just absolutely love them. They write it so it's like a marker tip. It's not. These aren't pens. This has got a black side and a red side, so it's got two different color pens in it. And I was in pen heaven. And this is right next door to me, in the next booth over. But I got all of that. And then I was obsessing over that booth with another person who is located on the other side. And so I went over there and checked them out. And look at my shopping bag. Like, I bought a couple of pens and this is my shopping bag. How freaking amazing is that? It's got a little clasp on it and everything. This is their information. So this is Glitter Rally Kawaii. I'm gonna show you that, and then I'm gonna show you all the stuff. Let me make sure that I'm getting it in the camera. All the stuff on the back. Pause to read. I will put them down in the comments as well. And then I got some cute stationery from them. Well, I don't get. Is it stationery if it's just pens? I got a Pink Among Us. Oh my god. I got a Cinema Roll pen. Super cute. I got this absolutely freaking adorable little highlighter. Like, I don't even use highlighters. But look at that. Look at the little cap paw. And then this one's got a bear on it. This one's got a bear on it. And this is an eraser. It's an eraser. It's like a clicky eraser. And it's so chunky. Oh, I can't wait to use it. Bubba saw a poodle. That is the other service dog over there. The poodle actually barked a couple of times. They were probably about 30, 40 feet away from us, which is good. But Bubba didn't even make a noise. And we practiced our walking on the way in here. So we were doing more consistent with the walking. I'm making sure now that he does less of the getting in front of me thing and is more walking beside of me than in front of me, unless I say free. And that's when he is free to, go or whatever. So he is doing a lot better about that. And he was standing perfectly still. and paying attention to me. Here he is. Look at that face. Look at that face. How could you not love this face? Anyway, he was standing perfectly with me while I was, jumping up and down like giddy, doing happy dances over pins because that's me. I'm ridiculous. I don't even think it's ridiculous. I think that that's an appropriate reaction to stationery. But anyways, he did such a good job. He's doing such a good job. I hope that they're a little bit quieter today. That announcement was a lot quieter than the ones yesterday, because that really, between that and the wrestling, it's a lot. But hopefully today goes so much better than yesterday. I don't expect for people to just come to my shop and buy everything. Like, I don't expect that. I don't expect anything out of anybody. I'm more of a I don't know you nothing, you don't owe me nothing kind of person in general, or at least I thought I was. But I just hope that there's better traffic. Yeah, absolutely. Uh-huh. All right, I'm gonna go keep an eye on her booth. Okay, so we're at 10:10. I think technically the doors are open now, but there hasn't been a whole lot of announcement to say welcome in or anything today too. Let's have a great day or anything like that. So yeah, we have got a friend behind us right there. This cute baby right there. That cute baby. So Bubba is got nothing but a cloth and the lid of a container, and we're just showing her. I'm just showing her this. That was Miko. I'm showing him to her, or her to him, so that he sees that she's there and she's not doing anything. So this is actually a really good experience for him to get through, with there being a dog literally right on the other side of the curtain, that close, and then not reacting to it. He did bark a little bit, but nothing bad. He is very curious. He doesn't want to hurt. He's not aggressive, but he gets excited and he wants to run up on dogs, especially given, his little history or whatever. So he's definitely curious, but we're doing a good job. Bubba, head up here. He's looking for her, but he's not like trying to get through the thing. I mean, he knows full well he can get right through this curtain. That's all that separates them, but I've got him on my lead and he's not going anywhere. He is rather focused though. He is super focused on the curtain, but I'm just going to continue to try and redirect his attention. But the fact that the dog is right there and he's just sitting and staring is a huge improvement over what it would have been even a month ago. So that's great. But yeah, anyways, he's paying attention to the door, but I'm trying to get his attention away. So just right now I'm petting his head and telling him good job because he's not doing anything. He's just sitting here. Now his attention is on me. So yeah, he's doing really, really well. I'm really happy with how his progress is going. Good morning. I'm good. How are y'all? So we're gonna practice throughout the day. It's gonna be a day for sure. Bye. Focus. Good boy. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. We'll see if we can get his focus off of this dog. And hopefully we have a better turnout today, like I said. So that's the hope. They said that there's another event happening here tonight, so we had to park in a different parking lot. We can't park where we usually do, which is right here near the loading area or whatever. We had to park a little bit further away. So I went ahead and I loaded up my trailer and got it out of that parking lot for them, and pulled it over to the other parking lot. And I lost my. So I'm hoping that maybe some of that traffic might trickle over and be curious about the event, because if we can't park there now because of an event that's happening later, maybe people will show up early for that and trickle through here. That's the hope anyways. We'll see how today goes. It's going to be interesting with everything happening, even if it's a slow day. Actually, if it's a slow day, it probably works to my favor in the training aspect. And making sure that I keep his focus off of the dog right there and that he knows that he's okay. But business-wise, I kind of hope that we make some money. So there's that. But anyways, yeah, that's where we're at for today. I will I will update you as we go through the day. The good news is I'm filming a bunch of content. Like, I'm getting some clips of some things so that I can actually do some social media, because I suck at social media. And one of my goals for May in the new bullet journal is to actually post like 3 times a week on social media and start to do what I'm supposed to do on social media. So we'll see. I did gain like 100 followers on Instagram in the past couple of days, which is, so that's great. I think I went from like right at under 500 to right at 600. So I was like, yeah, okay. Other crocheters and crafters and vendors mostly, but I like to network. I've made some new friends here. I've seen some people that I've seen several times before. We've got some, familiar faces. So, I mean, when I say, this con is sort of on my maybe drop list, I hate to say it because I do enjoy the people, and I don't see some of these people in other places, but it would suck if I had to drop this one because it is so close. It's convenient for me. But in order for it to be worth it, we have to make money. I mean, that's just the business, the business aspect of business. So it has to be worth it, even though the people are awesome. I mean, I guess I could always come down here as an attendee if I dropped the convention, but dropping the convention, I would replace it with a different convention. I think actually like C2E2 is going on this weekend, maybe. And I think that's one that I want to try and get into. It is a bigger convention, it is a larger convention, and I would love to go to that one. So I don't know. We'll see if this one stays on the list or not. And even if it doesn't for the spring, it may just stay for the fall. You know what I'm saying? So I may just not do the spring show and replace it with something a little bit larger, because I have to continue to grow. That's just it is what it is, or it has to be worth it, and I have to do shows that make it worth it, for the amount of effort and time and energy and expense that goes into doing these things. Because I mean, face it, my conventions are basically 90% of my income. I mean, I get some money from Patreon. I have the orders trickle in on the website here and there, but my income is based on conventions at the moment, which is not where I want it to be. If it was about 50% of my business, then that would be great. That would mean that we're getting orders on the website, and we're finding other, revenue sources, which is what you want in business anyways, is to differentiate your revenue streams. You don't want all of your eggs in one basket. But right now my eggs are in one basket. My eggs are all together, like in a tight little clutch. Just stuck together all in one little basket. So yeah, anyways, I gotta spread out my eggs. But all right, anyways, I'm rambling at this point, because I don't have anything else to do. I think I'm gonna work on my mushroom sticker sheet. Yes, I'm probably gonna do that so that I can keep my hands busy, and just sit here and watch Bubba. So that's the plan anyways. He's doing such a good job. I'm so proud of him. I don't know if y'all can tell. I'm so proud of him. He's just sitting here. Let's see. Can we? Oh, that's Sue. Here we go. Let's see. You see him? There he is. Oh, there he is. You saw more cash register than anything else. This is what we want. A completely relaxed dog that knows. Oops. Let's get my face back in here. I don't know how to work this thing worth the shit. A completely relaxed dog that knows that there's a dog right next to him. This is what we need. And he's not shivering or anything. That's because there's no crowd yet, and so the noise level is way down. But as soon as the noise goes up, he'll start to shiver again. So, but I'm hoping that he just learns that conventions just happen to be loud. Anyways, okay, I'm done rambling. I'll update you later. Here's my next snack. I don't know what it says. But it looks like a cookie filled with chocolate, and I'm all about that. So that's what it looks like. It is a cookie. It's like a chocolate filled cookie instead of a chocolate chip cookie, maybe. brownie cookie. It says brownie cookie. Look, read the damn label, Amanda. It says brownie cookie and chocolate chips. It's good. I would equate it to like one of the soft batch cookies. You know the soft batch cookies? Is that Keebler? Soft batch. That's what it tastes like. And that's my I got food happy dance. Let's see what else I got. I feel like I'm holding this upside down. I feel like it goes this way. I don't have any idea what it says, but it feels crackery. And then we've got this one. And it feels cookie-y. Let's see. It is cookie-y. Okay, this one. This one looks like this. This tastes like the sugar cookies that come in the tins, like the big blue round tins. Tastes like a sugar cookie, but soft. Are they sugar cookies or are they butter cookies? Like shortbread, maybe? Is that what they're called? I don't know what I'm talking about. The cookies that come in the big blue tins, the big round tins. And that maybe usually have like crystals or sugar on top of them or something. This looks sort of a Ritz crackery. It's sort of richer, maybe richer, like more buttery in taste than a Ritz. Like a richer taste to it. I love when she brings me snacks because she brings different snacks every time, and it's always shit that I've never seen and shit that I've never tried before. So, and they're always yummy. They're always good. Like I said, she's the sweetest little lady in the whole wide world. She's so cute. But yeah, she brings me snacks every time, and I just love it. These are so nice. She's so nice. Anyways, again, I'm sitting here rambling at you guys because there's nothing else for me to do. And I didn't take my batteries home to charge them, and one of them is at 44%, and the other one's at 23%. So we may run out of power before the day's over. Whoops. All right. 11:45. First impressions of today. Today is more busy, more bit busier than yesterday. We've had several sales, whereas at 11:45 yesterday we were still slagging a little bit. But yeah, we've done some sales this morning. It's been great. The people walking by the booth, not just people who stop in my booth in particular, it seems like there are more people. I haven't actually stepped out there yet to check, but I will. But yeah, no, it's been good so far. More along the lines of a somewhat normal Sunday. Again, I haven't walked out there, but as far as just traffic coming into my booth in comparison to yesterday, it feels a lot better. I've had some originals go. I just sold to one person 2 buy 2 get 1 frees on my mini prints. So that was 6 prints that just went. So that's what we're hoping for, right? I said, you know, we had built up the crochet and people really enjoy the crochet stuff, and that's fantastic, but we were trying to build up the art stuff and make it more visible, more appealing to people to come up and maybe start to purchase some of the art if they liked it or whatever. And that's what's happening. That's what's happening today, which is, it feels good. I mean, some people might look at, hey, you sold 2 originals. 2 originals. I sold 2. I freaking sold 2, and that's fantastic. That just makes my heart happy that people like my actual original art too, because it's somewhat different in comparison to like my digital art and all the color that I try to pack into my digital art, where these are more like sketches and they're just quick little things, and I enjoy them, and apparently other people enjoy them. So that just makes my heart happy. It makes me feel good that people like my art, you know. It makes me feel like I'm not just doing this for nothing, you know, and that maybe it was the presentation of my art before that wasn't really vibing with people, because I was highly focused on the crochet side, and now I'm trying to focus on that side, and it's paying off. So that's what you want to see, right? Anyways, I'm talking to myself, and there are people standing right above me, and I feel weird, so I'll update you later. Okay, bye.
I only came over 'cause all my friends said I should get out more. Smile and nod at all of the small talk, but keep looking for the door. Then cut to you, cross the room in your vintage Levi's. What do I do with this view? Wait, hold up, is this a meet cute? Oh my god, like Rachel McAdams in the Notebook, 'cause I keep on staring and the whole world stops. Theme song is playing, just a Friday night, but it feels like the start of the rest of my life. The lights and cue the slow motion, camera close up on your face. It's almost a little too perfect. Heartbeat starts picking at base. Then cut to me, and I see our whole life together. What? Don't blame me, just a dream. Oh, this is absolutely a meet cute. Oh my god, like Rachel McAdams in the Notebook, 'cause I keep on staring and the whole world stops. Theme song is playing, just a Friday night, but it feels like the start of the rest of my life. Oh my god. Oh my god. Subtle smile and walking towards you, lock your eyes on mine when I do blue. This is it, I'm done, it's over. Go ahead, tell everybody, we will talk for hours and hours. You'll always surprise me with flowers. This is it, I'm done, it's over. Go ahead, tell everybody. Oh my god, like Rachel McAdams in the Notebook, 'cause I keep on staring and the whole world stops. Theme song is playing, just a Friday night, but it feels like the start of the rest of my life. Subtle smile walking towards you, lock your eyes on mine when I do blue. This is it, I'm done, it's over. Go ahead, tell everybody, we will talk for hours and hours. You'll always surprise me with flowers. This is it, I'm done, it's over. Go ahead, tell everybody. I only came over 'cause all my friends said I should get out more. Smile and nod at all of the small talk, but keep looking for the door. Then cut to you, cross the room in your vintage Levi's. What do I do with this view? Wait, hold up, is this a meet cute? Oh my god, like Rachel McAdams in the Notebook, 'cause I keep on staring and the whole world stops. Theme song is playing, just a Friday night, but it feels like the start of the rest of my life. The lights and cue the slow motion, camera close up on your face. It's almost a little too perfect. Heartbeat starts picking at base. Then cut to me, and I see our whole life together. What? Don't blame me, just a dream. Oh, this is absolutely a meet cute. Oh my god, like Rachel McAdams in the Notebook, 'cause I keep on staring and the whole world stops. Theme song is playing, just a Friday night, but it feels like the start of the rest of my life. Oh my god. Oh my god. Subtle smile and walking towards you, lock your eyes on mine when I do blue. This is it, I'm done, it's
All right, let's see if we could do a little mid-con thing. It is $2.50. I think we are probably on track right now to do about the same as yesterday, which is fine. It's not great, but it's fine. Everything that we do today is going to be profit, so it's not bad. It's still a little slowish. I mean, there's more people here today, but I don't feel like there's many more people like interested in my stuff than there was yesterday. I don't know how to put that. Maybe I think I made about the same dollar amount in sales as I did this time yesterday, or halfway through the day yesterday. So hopefully we'll be able to hit at least the same number that we did yesterday, and that will give me a nice little cushion to be able to restock a little bit, and pay for the majority of my next convention. Bubba's having a little bit of a hard time, which I was ready for, so I haven't had a whole lot of time to focus on anything else except for focusing on my customers when they are in my booth, and then focusing on him. He's a little stressed out because he knows the dog is behind us. He's still doing pretty good. If you just heard the Cocker Spaniel bark, he's not triggered by barks. That's the thing. Like, he couldn't care less. She barks and he doesn't care. But I don't know, for some reason, like a jingly noise, like maybe when she shakes or something, triggers him a bit. Good boy. Good job. So yeah, he couldn't care less, but he barks when she shakes or she jiggles. I don't know. I think she might have like a dangly thing on her harness or something that maybe jingles. I don't know what I'm saying. I just don't even know what I'm saying. But anyways, that's what triggers him, not the barking. And then he just gets scared for some reason, and so he barks out of fear, not out of aggression. But he has barked a couple of times, so we're trying to get past that. In order to do so, we have built him a fort or a castle. This is Bubby's castle, right? Say Bubba's castle. I put his little hidey hole right here. It was over there, and then I just layer this with the lids. And so I'm hoping that, and so far it has made him feel a little bit more secure. I'm trying to keep an eye out because people are right here, and I'm talking to myself. But this has definitely helped him. He hasn't barked since I put his castle up, so I may do that. He has zero interest in going out there. So I haven't been able to straighten up my booth because I know there's a dog behind me and I'm a responsible pet owner, and I know that he's a little triggered and a little reactive. I have him attached to me today. There's no way that I'm attaching him to the table for him to jerk the table out of my way or anything like that. And so I just, he's attached to me today, and he has zero interest in going out there so that I can straighten it up, which my OCD is kind of triggered right now because I can't go fix things and make it look pretty, but I'm just gonna have to get over it. So we're both stressed today, but that's how things are going. We're doing pretty good. He's doing better than I expected, knowing that there was a dog behind us, so I can't complain too much about that. Yeah, I'm just trying to keep him as calm as possible. So we're doing okay. We're doing all right. Aren't we, Bubba? Aren't we, Bubba? He's a good boy. Good boy. So, yeah, that's the update for now. Okay, it is 3:40. I put Bubba's earmuffs back on, and I think that's helping. He's laying down finally and sort of taking a nap. He usually lays down a lot and sleeps, but I think he knows that dog is there, and so he hasn't laid down much at all today. So it's a good thing that he's laying down now. I think things are starting to slow down just a little bit here, so I don't know if we'll even hit what we did yesterday. So we'll see what happens. Traffic has definitely slowed. It is about, we've got 2 hours left in the convention, and the last 2 hours of any convention are a little bit slow, so we'll see how it goes. I'm going to start packing up some of my stuff that's back here that's sort of, that I can condense down easy. Like, I don't need a million straws out or a million bags, so I'm just going to straighten up back here since I can't leave and go out into the front, and I am slowly running out of power. So I don't want to run out of power before I run out of time. But yeah, I'm just going to clean up back here. I got to do something to keep my hands busy. All right, you guys, so let's do a recap on Fayetteville Comicon. I've got my phone here because I took some notes while I was there. Let me give you some overall thoughts on this convention before I even start reading my notes. There was drama that went down, like some serious drama that went down apparently over on Facebook. And I think that might have eventually affected some of the attendance this weekend. It was Deadsville. It was so dead. Which led to us being ridiculously bored the entire weekend, like the whole weekend. But let's look at my notes. My first note is wrestling sucks. And I'm sorry if you like wrestling. It's not against the sport, but is it a sport? I guess it's a sport. You sweat. Who knows? Anyways, you fight. But the amount of noise that comes from the wrestling is insane. It is so loud, and for such a some kind of small venue, and to be on the side where the wrestling is not good. It is not good at all. It's extremely loud, and so when you're constantly bombarded with loudness, people coming over the speakers, terribly loud music doing the intros, and then just the slamming of bodies all over the place. It makes for a sort of nerve-wracking day, to say the least, and it definitely made Bubby nervous. Just bam, 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 bam all the time. It was not good. The amount of noise that came off of the wrestling was a little bit too much. And it seems like it was louder this time than it ever has been before, but maybe that's because the hall was so quiet otherwise. Like, when the wrestling matches were going on, everybody was at the wrestling. So, yeah, not great. Not great. That sucks. The first hour is usually a little slow as people sort of walk around and do their own thing and sort of get a view of what's going on at a convention. But this first hour on both days was extremely slow, as in, I don't think we made a sale the first hour, which is very uncharacteristic at all on Saturday. Saturday is supposed to be the busier of the 2 days, and there wasn't anything. But we did, in the second hour, start to make sales, and people started to trickle behind or back there to we're in the back corner. Let's face it, we're in the back corner. And people started to finally trickle back there. But yeah, it was slow. Like slowed to a crawl. It was not good. I'm going to continue to talk about how slow this freaking convention was, because it was not it. It was really not it. My t-shirts did better. Having the t-shirt hung up, I think, helped a lot. So I'm going to continue to do that. In fact, the t-shirt was one of the first things that I sold. So let's see. I do want to change my placement. Like I said, the placement where we are on the side with the wrestling is just a little bit too much for Bubby. So I think if I sign up for the fall, and I may sign up for the fall this year, but I don't know if I'm coming back in the spring, because I don't have anything else planned for that weekend in the fall, I don't believe. But anyways, we'll see what happens with that. But if I do come back in the fall, I'm going to ask them to place me on the opposite side of the venue, so that maybe we're not constantly as bombarded by the noise. But I did find that myself and everyone around me that was there in the fall, we were in the exact same place that we were this time. So they didn't make any adjustments to placement, I guess, unless you specifically asked for it, because the person who was beside of me, directly on my right, moved back to Artist Alley, and so there was a new person beside me, but everybody else was the same. Oh, yeah, it says, I wish I'd brought my art supplies in because it was that bad. So I wish I had brought my art supplies in, and then I could have done some little original pieces. But I did end up working on my iPad for Saturday, so that wasn't a big deal. I got an entire sticker sheet lined out, which is something that I shouldn't have time to do on a Saturday at a convention. One of the highlights of Saturday was the girl who came by, and she's like, the Buffy print is everything. She saw it from across the room over top of other booths, and she was like, and my jaw dropped, and I knew I just had to have it, and this is the best thing. I never see Buffy art. I never see this, I never see that. And yeah, so thank you to whoever you were. I really appreciated it because people enjoying my Buffy print just makes my heart happy because I love Buffy so much. I'm rewatching Buffy for the billionth time right now as I crochet in the evenings and work in the evening. So it is what it is. I love the show. And I'm planning on, we'll be at Columbus this year, and James Marsters will be at Columbus again. So I would kind of like to have just the spike piece maybe done by then, but we'll see what happens. I started, oh my God, my pain flare started on Friday and lasted throughout the weekend. It's still sort of going on right now, which is, I'm having some issues with some numbness and some tingling in my fingers that I've never had or experienced before. So that's a new symptom. But yeah, so in addition to being slow and uneventful and all of this good mess, I was also in pain. I was also in pain for the whole thing, which was just lovely. Okay, so the rest of the notes that I have are just things that I noticed about my booth that I wanted to change, like signage and where I place stuff and all of that good stuff. So, I mean, those were basically all the notes that I had on the actual convention itself. Look, I don't know what they're doing down there in Fayetteville. I know that Fayetteville has a bad reputation within the state of North Carolina as it is. I think a lot of people call it Vietnam or something like that. It's a military town. It is, there's an army base right there, and so it doesn't have the best reputation to start with, but I know that it was so much busier. It was so much busier in the spring of last year, or it felt like it to me. I mean, it was only like my second show last year, so maybe I'm just not remembering correctly. Maybe this was it. Maybe this was what this con was, and I'm just noticing now that it's a slower convention because I have been to bigger conventions since then. So maybe it's me. Maybe I'm the problem. It's me. But yeah, I don't know. Fall was pretty bad, but then we blamed that on the base being shut down because all of that Hamas stuff and everything was going on, and the base was open. The base was open this time, and it was still bad. So besides the drama, there was some very unprofessionalism going on this Facebook post, talking about, if you want my money, you'll play by my rules and blah, blah, blah. I mean, it was just a very unprofessional, thread of comments going back and forth about this cosplay competition, but it was coming off of the official Fayetteville, Comicon Facebook page. I never did go back and read the drama. I really don't care that much, but if you're a business and you expect for this business to succeed, if you're the organizer of this convention and you want this convention to proceed, maybe that's not the way that you talk to people in writing on the internet where things are forever, because those people aren't going to come to your show, and yeah, they're not going to participate in your stuff. I also feel that there were like a ton of panels. Like there was an announcement every 5 minutes. It seemed like maybe 15 minutes of one thing or another. They would just blare. It gave me a migraine on Saturday just to sit in there and listen to the blaring things. So I definitely would love some noise canceling stuff, but I can barely hear people as it is. I'm like, I have to read your lips. So if you're ever talking to me and I'm looking at your mouth and not looking at you in the eyes, because my brain doesn't process stuff. I have to see the words coming out of your mouth, and I have to see the words coming out of your mouth to make sure that I understood and heard correctly what you said. So if I'm ever doing that to you, I apologize. But I have to look at your mouth so that I understand what you said, especially in a loud situation, because I'm just like, huh? What? Anyways, so like I said, this convention is on the chopping block. It is on the chopping block for me. I will probably attend fall unless I find something better. And otherwise, I will probably give it one more chance and attend the fall this year because it's local, because it's inexpensive, and that I still can turn a profit, you know. But as far as April next year, I think C2E2 and a couple of other things are going on about the same time. So I will probably be applying to those and seeing if I get in. As far as numbers are concerned, if you are on my Patreon, I am going to put all of the breakdown of all of the numbers in the Discord under the con recaps. We did profit. We covered all of our expenses on Saturday, no problem. We didn't make a whole lot of profit on Saturday, but we did cover our expenses. Saturday was better in terms of revenue than Sunday was. I think we missed Saturday's numbers by like $100. So we were $100 less on Sunday than when we were Saturday. But when I tell you that neither one of the days topped over 1,000, that is a slow convention, because we did not make 1,000 either day. The next convention that I have is Tidewater. It is the, I think it's May 18th and 19th in Virginia Beach in Tidewater. Yeah, Virginia Beach or whatever. It's at the Virginia Beach Convention Center. Let's see. After that, we have Heroes Con in June, which I think is usually Father's Day weekend in June. So like the second weekend in June, I do believe. And then I think we're done until August. So I have the back half of June and all of July to prepare for August. August is Otakon. The first weekend of August is Otakon and the Durham Minicon. My mom and my son Devin are going to be at the Minicon for me while we are at Otakon. Andy is going to do his best to be in for that weekend so that he can help me out, because from what I hear, Otakon is like the creme de la creme of East Coast sort of convention. So I'm very much looking forward to that. And then I'm going to continue to be booking out for the rest of the year as things sort of start opening up application-wise for the back half of this year. But those are the next ones that we have got coming up. Yeah, I'm going to go now. I'll see you in the next video. I love your faces so much. Put a bomb emoji down in the comments below, because that's what this convention did. It bombed. It bombed. It bombs. Anyways, I love your faces. I'll see you in the next video. I love you, love you, love you. Okay, goodbye.